Hello everyone, welcome to the Ahdurin region. I'm your host Ahdurin himself, and welcome back to Detective Grimoire, a mystery adventure that is getting more mysterious and more confusing by the episode. Speaking of episodes, there is a playlist in the description below that has all of them. It's very good. I recommend them, because otherwise this is going to make no sense. While you're down there, if you're down there, go ahead and click that like, subscribe, and comment something. It's really useful to help advice from me, just talking to me, building the channel as a whole, getting more people into the community. So if you don't mind doing that, that would be greatly appreciated. So last time we kind of rushed through a conversation with him, with Harper here. So I want to actually present some stuff to him, like some clues and stuff, which I did not do last time. A lot of these are probably going to end up being like duds, but maybe we'll find something. Anyway.
He's dead, but he always knew what he was getting involved with.
Did it get dark? Or was that just me?
I can't help you with that.
Yeah, most of these are going to end up with something like that, so I'll just skip through those if that comes up.
Why don't you show that to someone else?
How about swamp juice?
It's the most popular drink that I sell. In fact, a lot of it has disappeared from my stocks recently.
Interesting. What about the bog
It was Mr. Remington's favorite food. That strange green powder isn't supposed to be there.
Interesting.
You don't know everything, I'm afraid.
Alright, and then how about,
That's the same fabric from Mr. Remington's curtains.
Interesting.
I can't help you with that.
Yeah, okay. Let's try the headpiece.
Why don't you show that to someone?
Okay, you probably don't know what that is either. And then the leggings.
You don't know everything.
Okay. So I think that goes through all of the different clues that we have so far. What do you know about these people? So,
I don't know very much about.
okay, you don't know much about Sally. What about Echo?
It's here a lot. I think he's been putting less effort into his protests recently.
Interesting.
Which is a shame. I think it's an admirable cause.
Do you talk to him much?
Not really. Sometimes he likes to talk, just casual conversation. He asks how business is going and what everyone likes to eat, nothing of real importance.
That's interesting. Why would he ask that? What do you know about
A
you?
lot of suspects on that list.
Oh yeah. Are you avoiding you though?
I don't know what to say.
Alright, don't know much about him. What about Bobby
I
Pearl?
don't know very much about them.
Okay. Only a couple people left. Boggy.
You're prime suspect, am I correct?
Technically.
Well, technically.
I didn't even realize he would say
sure
that.
he's real.
Don't worry about that. Real or not, the creature's the most important part of this mystery.
Which one? The cartoon character or the real creature?
Exactly.
That's both mysterious and yet somehow enlightening at the same time. What do you know about Remington?
He was a friend for many years. If you have any questions about him or his belongings, I may be able to help you.
Cool. I think that goes through all of those. There's a couple people left on our overall list, but outside of that, I think we've unlocked this challenge, but again, as I've mentioned in previous episodes, we're gonna push that aside until we collect everyone's talk. Do I have any more notes in the cafe? There is. There's one more thing, and I don't know what it is. I'm not sure what it could
A
be.
shipwreck? And why?
I guess we'll come back to it later if I figure that out. We haven't gone up here. Let's try that. Not sure if you saw that, but my screen turned blue for a split second. Well, it seems like somebody is home. Also, are there any... There is one hint here, which I'm guessing is probably going to be the house.
Someone please tell me why there's a house here. Well, the lights are on. Maybe somebody's home.
I guess so. I would assume so, at least.
It feels like I've stepped into nighttime. What happened to the sun?
Yeah, it's very
I
spooky.
wouldn't be using this old rope bridge if I had a choice. I've seen the movies, I know what happens.
That's not fun.
It feels like...
Okay, yeah, let's...
Someone please...
Okay, let's... I
Someone
don't know why I
please-
clicked
well,
that. Let's go inside.
The latch is broken on this door. Seems I can fix it with those 3 cogs if I just put them in the right place. Once they're on the right pins, I can move the handle at the bottom to try and open the door.
Okay. I am terrible with these type of puzzles, like cog puzzles, so I expect this next part to be very sped up. So yeah, let's see what I can do.
Perfect. I am amazing.
Okay, so I figured it out. Part of it was me realizing that you're supposed to use 3 and not 4, so that made things significantly easier. But we are back in this. Hello. Why is there a witch? I am confused and also slightly concerned. We are in the treehouse right now. 3 hints here.
A little blanket on a little bed in a little house. It makes very little sense. I'm indoors. What a treat.
I have to agree, this is nice to be inside as opposed to outside.
There's a book on the table. I think it's a book about flowers. How fascinating. I must take some time to read it.
Sure.
This is like an oven? Or is it just a boiler? It's so old-fashioned, it hurts my brain.
Let's see. What was the last hint? Maybe this yarn
There's a
stuff?
whole load of needles and wool on that shelf. Or should I say yarn? I just don't know anymore.
I'm always confused, it seems. Anyway, can we talk, man?
You just walked straight into my house, did you?
Yeah. Well, not exactly. I had to climb up here first. I'm paid to walk into people's houses. Sorry, I would have rung the bell. Probably this.
Sorry, I would have rung the bell, but you don't have one.
Normally, I have methods for dealing with unwanted attention.
Hopefully good ones.
But I can make exceptions for harmless idiots.
Hey.
Do you get any attention up here?
Most of the time, people like to leave me alone. But I don't think you're going to, are you?
No. I could make an excuse and say it's my job to ask you about last night, but to be honest, I climbed all the way up here and I just like being indoors.
Pretty much.
Well, if you insist on staying, I'll tell you. I'm Lady Weybridge, and I think you might be climbing up the wrong trees.
I'm Detective Grimoire, and I think I might agree with you.
Lol. So let's talk a little bit. What exactly do you do?
What do you do here? Did you work for Richard Remington?
I was living here before that man was even born, and I have absolutely nothing to do with him, or his little tourist attraction.
You're exaggerating. How long have you been here? Just in this treehouse? What do you do up here?
I've been here longer than anyone. Even longer than, well, anyone.
I like numbers.
Okay.
60 years, something like that.
Jeez.
What have you been doing for that time?
60 years.
If you don't mind me asking.
I have many reasons to be here, but I won't bore you with all the details of my life.
I'm sure there's one detail worth writing down.
I like to study the plants and flowers in this area. I've learned
Okay.
many things from them.
Like, what?
What about this little chemistry set you've got on your table?
I wouldn't call it a chemistry set, but if you bring me an object that has liquid on it, or inside it, I'll tell you what that liquid consists of.
Wow. How do you do
Oh.
that?
Interesting.
Chemistry.
Interesting. So here is the flower book. It's a page from Weybridge's book of pressed flowers. It contains information all about the flowers in the swamp and where they grow. And the green and red species only grow around the side door of the museum. We haven't visited the museum, I just realized that. And can't be found anywhere else. Okay. Interesting. What about last night?
Your job is to ask me about what happened last night.
And that's what I'm
Do
gonna
you
do?
even know what happened last night?
I know more than you might imagine.
Oh, that
Well then,
sounds useful.
Would you like
Can
to
you
talk to
tell
me?
What were you doing?
I was here, in my house by myself.
Mm-hmm. What else?
That's it.
Thanks. Just give me a minute to write all this down.
Interesting. Now, why don't we try throwing clues at her and see what happens? Oh, these are probably the chemistry set stuff, but, police file?
You can put that away. I can't help.
Okay. How about the map?
No, thank you. If you bring me...
Okay, does it have to be just the liquid stuff?
There's samples of flowers
Okay.
that grow in this area. 2 of them you don't see very much anymore. And 1 of them only grows around the museum.
Okay. Interesting. I'll save these for last.
You can put that away.
Okay. Film footage?
No, thank you.
How about the curtain piece?
If you bring me something with liquid,
Okay, headpiece?
you can put that away.
Okay. And how about the costume design?
No, thank you.
Okay, let's try, swamp juice.
Let's see. First thing we do is put the sample of liquid into the cauldron, then tap the faucet.
Okay. So we put the sample liquid into the cauldron, then tap the faucet.
And now, we just have to match the color of that liquid with these ingredients.
Okay. So I'm guessing it's the color matching thing, so, blue and yellow make it green.
Got it! Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes.
Interesting. So, that takes care of that. And what about the leggings?
Let's see. First thing we do is tap the...
Yeah, so we do the same thing. So we toss that in there, do this,
And now, we
and
just...
then we do the same thing. So that's blue and yellow make green.
Got it! Now I know what that liquid... I'll write it down in my notes. That looks pretty similar to last time.
Yeah. Interesting. We'll take a look at that in a second. So what do you know about these peoples?
Show it to someone who doesn't live in a tree.
Okay. Don't know anything about them. What about Echo?
I'm not even sure who that is.
Okay. How about, Harper?
You should ask.
Don't know anything about them. Vanderbeer?
Show it to someone
Nope.
who doesn't live.
How about Bobby Pearl?
I'm not even.
Okay. Yourself?
A fascinating old woman who lives in a wonderful treehouse. I heard she wasn't so keen on visitors, though.
Oh, but you've grown to appreciate my skill and intellect. What about Boggy?
You should ask someone else.
About Boggy? Okay, what about Remington?
I have nothing good to say about that man, so I won't say anything at all.
Interesting. Alright, that takes care of that one. Let's head on out, and, why don't we take a step to the left? Interesting. The woods, full of excitement and hope and probably some other stuff. The dark and empty woods at the back of the swamp.
What's this? Looks like the stuff in the water has been moved around recently.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe if I reposition them, I'll find a clue.
Okay, it sort of looks like a footprint, because you can see the claw there, that's sort of going in like that, there, let's see, so if we do,
recognize that footprint.
There we go, okay. I didn't realize that there was 2 feet, so that would make it a lot better. Yeah,
It's the same as the one found at the crime scene.
interesting. Well, that's interesting. Footprints were discovered in the water. They have 3 toes, and then there's one more thing here.
This staircase is a tree. And this tree is a staircase. And this place is so weird.
I mean,
The water's clear here.
interesting. Yeah,
I can see my reflection in it.
that's very weird.
Not bad.
The water's clear here. That is odd. So at this point, the episode's kind of dragging on. I'm not sure how much the speed up portions are gonna impact the recording time. So I'm gonna end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching and supporting the Ahdurin region in any way, shape, or form that you do. Next time we'll continue on this quest. And so until then, take care, everyone.
Not bad.